Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. It is Vlogmas Day 3 and today I have for you a quick, simple, and delicious appetizer for you to take to your holiday parties. It works for Thanksgiving and it works for Christmas. Actually, it works any time of year, but those are the ones I think would definitely benefit from it since it is cranberry and since it's a beautiful color, red flecked with green. Trust me, it's delicious. Point-wise, calorie-wise, it's hard to figure out because of servings, but you can pretty much figure it out because it's a layer of cream cheese and then this mixture on top. So as long as you make the mixture on top with like a monk fruit or a stevia, that's going to be a 0 point topping. And then you would just have to point how much cream cheese that you eat. And let me tell you, you're just scooping the dip, so it's not a whole lot. So we're looking at a nice low point appetizer. So without further ado, we're going to start making this. I'm going to show you what we need and how to make it. And bonus treat, a couple of my YouTube friends decided to also make appetizers for you on this Vlogmas Day 3. So I will link their channels down below. Go check them out and see what kind of yummy appetizers that they are bringing to you on this day. Let's get started. Okay, my friends, of course, the star of the dish. We need a 12-ounce bag of fresh cranberries. You can use frozen. It's better to use fresh because the frozen do hold more liquid in them. So I would recommend a bag of fresh cranberries. You're going to need a bunch of green onions, the juice of 2 limes, a bunch of cilantro. You're going to need some cream cheese. I am using the whipped cream cheese. I found I really like this because it's definitely light and airy. 8 ounces of that. You're going to need 3/4 to 1 cup of some sort of sugar. I have made this with a sugar replacement, Lakanto monk fruit. I am using real sugar today because I know someone at the gathering who has issues with any type of replacement sugars, so I don't want to put anybody out. So I'm going to use real sugar. So this is 3/4 of a cup. I have 1 very large jalapeno and also some salt. You also are going to need a food processor. You could do this by hand, but definitely a food processor or blender or something will definitely make life easier. So that is what we need. Let's get started. Okay, I prepared everything off camera. You know how to chop. I washed and rinsed our cranberries, chopped our jalapeno, chopped our green onion, and de-stemmed our cilantro. You don't have to chop it all small because it is all going right into the food processor. I'm going to put about half the cranberries, a little more than half the cranberries, cilantro, green onions, and honestly, kind of to taste. And then the jalapenos. And then I'm going to finish off with the cranberries. We're going to put the lid on and we're going to pulse it. I don't want to just put it on and let it run because cranberries will liquefy very quickly. So I want to just pulse it. So we'll start just by hitting the pulse button and giving everything a nice chop. You can stop, take your lid off, give it a little bit of a mix to make sure everything is getting chopped evenly. And take your time with this part. Don't rush it because you do not want liquid. And then we're just going to keep pulsing until we think it looks good. Okay, I think we got the perfect chop. So what we're going to do now is we're going to transfer that to a bowl. It smells so good. And we're going to add in our sugar. Like I said, 3/4 to 1 cup, and you can use a monk fruit or a stevia or something like that. Absolutely can. And then we're gonna add in some salt. And then we're gonna add in the juice of 2 limes. I got this juicer at a little antique gift shop, and I loved it because it reminds me of one that my grandma used to have. My limes were not very juicy, so once I get this mixed up, I'm gonna have a little taste test, and I think if I need to, I'll put another, the juice of 1 more lime in, because I had a very hard time. I even rolled them and everything, but they were just not real juicy. So we'll give it a taste test and see if we need it, or I might let it sit a little bit and then taste test it. So we're just gonna get everything mixed up. We're gonna cover this, and we are gonna refrigerate it overnight. So you always wanna start this overnight or the night before you need it. Tomorrow, all we're gonna do is lay our cream cheese out on the platter and put this on top. We're not gonna dump it on top. Oh, there's a whole cranberry. We're not gonna dump it on top because this is going to release juice. So we're gonna use a slotted spoon because we do not want it to be really, really wet on top of our cream cheese. But you will see all that tomorrow. As you can see, it's already starting. So that's it for now. So you see how quick and easy this is. Tomorrow is 5 minutes, and it is a dish that will impress your guests. So I will see you, and we'll finish this off tomorrow. Okay, it is the next day, and we are going to put our cranberry jalapeno salsa together. So I am using whipped cream cheese just because, honestly, it's just a little bit easier. You take out a step. If you use regular cream cheese, you should whip it. But I'm going to just use whipped. The original recipe calls for 16 ounces. It's a lot of cream cheese. So I think I'm gonna use, this is an 8-ounce container. I'm gonna use more than 8, but not a whole 16. So I'm just gonna spread this out on a platter. You can use any kind of platter you want. And then we'll use about half of the second one. If you want to use a whole 16 ounce, you absolutely can. It just depends on how thick you want your cream cheese layer. I'm just gonna spread that out nice and even if you can. It's one thing nice about using a clear glass dish. You can kind of see how even it is. I'm just kind of going by feel. It'll be fine. It's not rocket science. Okay. Then we are going to take a slotted spoon because you can see this got a little juicy. We don't want a lot of that juice in there. So we're just going to take a slotted spoon. You can also throw this through a colander or a sieve. And we are just going to layer that right on top of the cream cheese. It smells wonderful. I think I'm just gonna let the rest of that go because it's getting really juicy down there and I don't wanna get it on the plate. So we're just gonna swoosh that around, make it look nice and pretty. Now, if I would have thought ahead, which I didn't, I would have kept out a couple whole cranberries and a little bit of the cilantro and made a nice little decoration in the middle with those. That would look really pretty. But honestly, I'm not going to open up a whole nother bag of cranberries just to pull a few out. So they're going to get it without decoration. And you know what? I really don't think they're going to mind. So there it is. There is our cranberry jalapeno salsa. And then you can serve it with dippers of your choice. We are going to serve it with wheat thins. We really like the wheat thin crackers with it. So there you have it. That is it. It was so easy, and I think it's very festive looking for Thanksgiving or for Christmas. So that is it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this little cook with me appetizer. And as a little bonus, I'm not the only one showing an appetizer today. I'm going to link a couple channels down below and go check those out. And they also have a quick and easy fun holiday appetizer for you. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you in my next video.